Hi guys, it's Nadine. Welcome to our channel. I haven't seen you guys in such a long time, but I just really wanted to catch up and talk about this topic, which I'm gonna just say it's overconsumption. I just really wanted to talk about it and have someone to not necessarily rant to it, but just have this conversation going, because it's not something that a lot of people talk about, I feel, because in our society and culture today, we are more likely inclined to talk about the latest and greatest, showing off our hauls on our IG stories, on our Instagram posts. I'm not gonna lie, I'm also part of this. Like, I love sharing things like new finds, local finds on my Instagram, IG stories, and I do promote products sometimes. And I also work in the digital marketing sphere of things, so my job every day is literally to try to sell things or to help brands kind of get more sales from social media. So this topic is always in my head. I have some thoughts and I just wanted to talk about it with you guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna talk about this candidly. I didn't really do heavy research. It's mostly just my thoughts and opinions, and if you have your own, please do share so we can learn from each other and have a conversation. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is, what is the problem with overconsumption and how does that make you feel as a consumer, as a person? So, okay, aside from the obvious facts of it not being very good for the environment, because when you just consume and consume mindlessly, where do the things go aside from in your house, clutter in your house after a few months, or hopefully naman a few years, it just becomes trash. And that is very evident in, it's generational, this is not a new thing. A lot of these things that we just impulsively buy end up in the trash or end up somewhere in our house just collecting dust, and that is a problem. Even though this is not a new topic, I think it's very prevalent today because of, you guessed it, social media, the rise of influencer culture, the rise of haul videos, and also the rise of e-commerce, right? Like, it's so easy to buy things. Like, I think about even just 3 years ago or back in college, I mean, there was online shopping, but it isn't as big as it is today. How you can literally get anything today, and it's so easy to just buy something from China, have free shipping, and get it after a week. Okay, it still takes a bit of time, but it's so convenient and you don't even have to go outside. But the problem with that is you never really know what you're getting, and all the times you feel kind of disappointed with the purchase, even though it's super cheap. Usually, whenever I buy something on Shopee, it's not really what I expected. For me, it's really, really crazy. Even 1 year ago, or maybe 1.5 years ago, I never really shopped online. Maybe I would shop online maybe 2 or 3 times a year, but then 2020, everything, you just buy online, right? Okay, kind of connected to the rise of e-com. Nowadays, every month there's a big sale. If it's the double digit or the single digit, that's 3/3 sale, 4/4, 11/11. There's always a big sale, and everyone, literally everyone, even though they're not on Shopee or Lazada, they have sales also. And it's just one big sales fest. And whenever brands have sales, I really question okay, so how much is this really worth? If it's, I don't know, for me, if they can just sell something for buy one take one or 50% off half the time, it really also makes me think that even though there's this really good sale that I can't pass up on, the sale's gonna happen again. I don't really have to worry about missing this good deal. Yeah, I just want to share that with you. The fact that the brand can do this so often, it means that they're still earning even though they're selling their items for half off or buy one take one or 30% off. We shouldn't focus on the scarcity mentality because it's always gonna be there. And even for things, because for me, I'm such a sucker for special one-of-a-kind pieces, especially with the ukay thrift finds. I think a mindset that is really good to develop is to just not think of things as being scarce. And even though this one item is one of a kind, there's still going to be other items that are one of a kind as well. So if at the moment you can't really, parang higip ka sa money, is that the right word? If you're you don't really want to spend at this time because you have other things to pay for, just try to not be concerned over the item at that moment, because at the end of the day, that thing that you've been eyeing, it's just an item and it's just an object, and there's gonna be other styles that you like, other prints, other colors that you're gonna find just as pleasing. So getting rid of that scarcity mindset is so important, and it's something I struggle with every single day. So with that being said, this video, I just really want to empower you guys that you can make smart decisions and you can make your own purchase decisions. I know the term Budol, or the sentence, I got budoled by this person, I got budoled by this video. I know that it's just a joke, but you know that I'm not a Filipino queen, but I googled it. I googled what budol meant, and the first thing, the Google Translate thing that popped up was budol means gullible. I'm sure in our wonderful community, my little ducklings, you watching this video, I'm sure that you do not want to be called gullible, and you're not. Like, in fact, I know you're smart, intelligent, and you have power to make your own decisions, okay? So I know it's just fun and games, like being like, oh, I got budol, because I have used it and I also use it, but let's just think about that language first and instead kind of beat that. Like, I don't want to be budoled, okay? I am unbudolable. That's our goal in this channel, to not be budoled, because instead we think about our purchases, we make planned smart decisions, we plan things ahead, make sure that it's something that you really, really want before you purchase, or you really, really need, not necessarily want, but it's okay to like treat yourself sometimes, that's what they always say. But planning our purchases or having a budget for a specific category of item, that's very important. And we as a community, we're not gonna fall under the traps of being budoled. One thing that I do is I do have a tracker. I just have a super simple tracker, expense tracker. So you put the date, the item you bought, where you bought it, the price of it, and then the next column, write why you bought it. Okay? And it doesn't really have to be anything deep. Obviously have your fun purchases, but the fact that there's that other column, I always think like, okay, why nga ba did I buy this thing? And then so it's just kind of, trusting yourself that the decisions you're making are the right ones. Also, another thing about the budol and the hauls, like, I'm not blaming influencers, because I also do hauls, right? And I also post things online, and everyone does it, okay? Like, I'm not saying that that's bad, and it's so bad to be a person who posts hauls. Like, at the end of the day, influencers, YouTubers, content creators, they're just doing their jobs, okay? Like, we're all just doing our jobs. Even digital marketing people, me, social media manager for different brands, like, I'm just doing my job. I'm just really trying to like get by, and this is how the world works, that money really makes the world go round, sadly. But I think what the influencer, content creator, and also the people working for a company, like, we have our own responsibility to only promote brands and products that you yourself believe in. I think, especially for the influencers, they really have more power because social media is so lucrative. Like, it's so lucrative. So I think they can afford to really pick the brands they choose to work with and make sure whatever they're promoting is something that works, is credible, and is of value naman, So that's their responsibility, that's my responsibility. And then I also want to say that if you're someone who just blames influencer culture, if you just blame, phone, okay, I know, I get it. Like, it's so intrusive because every single post you scroll through, if it's not a sponsored ad on Instagram, and if it's not a sponsored post by an influencer, or if it's not a post of someone promoting something, I don't know, it's just so intrusive to me as well, scrolling on my own personal Instagram feed. Like, I always feel like someone is trying to sell me something, and I'm just tired, okay? And it's so nakaumay. But that's where our character and our strength as a person comes in. That's where we step up. Because again, a while ago, I was really trying to like empower you and I in, making the right and smart purchase decisions. we shouldn't blame, influencers or those ads, even though I know they're trying to brainwash us. I know. But I think we should still think that we, as a human being, we are capable of resisting those ads or things being thrown at us, and we can always check ourselves and check our characters and our hearts and fight it. I mean, you can go off social media, delete all your accounts, but I don't know. I mean, if you want to, it's fine. But then, if you don't want to, like me, let's just try our best to resist temptation and, instead of blaming other people and their livelihoods, at the end of the day, we're all just trying to survive out in the world, diba? So that we can, it's how we accept, it's how we perceive the content that is in front of us. Yeah, even though it's really hard, I know. Okay, other things that I want to talk about is we should create barriers and rules for yourself. If you're really an impulsive buyer like me, okay, I'm gonna be very honest and straight up. I really, really struggle with this every single day, okay? Some rules that I have for myself is to never touch my savings account. So I have a savings account, I put the money there, never touch it. Don't touch it. It's for my future, it's for retirement, it's for other things. It's not for a Shopee, Lazada, Zalora purchase, Second is, of course, before having a savings account, you have to actually save your money. So always pay yourself first whenever you get your paycheck. And I know I'm super in a privileged position because I live at home and I don't have to, pay for rent or even groceries or food or electricity or internet. And I am single, so I don't really have to buy anyone anything or go on dates or what else. I don't have a kid, so I can really save most of my paycheck unless I impulse shop, then it just goes down the drain. But yes, always pay yourself first and make that a habit. Also, I have a rule for my accounts that it should never go below a certain amount of money. That's my own person. I'm not comfortable if it goes below this certain amount. Bawal yan. That means I'm spending too much. So, yeah. Those are some of my rules. All in all, what is the point of this video? I think I just wanted to really spread that we must be responsible citizens and responsible human beings, because we can and we have the power to and we have the right to. So let's just say goodbye to being Budol. Let's just say goodbye to impulse purchases and try our best collectively as a community. Again, I must say it again. I struggle so much with this. So I just want us to have this relationship of being open enough to talk about these things and to encourage each other to be more responsible with our finances and to also think about our future in terms of gratification, instant gratification, because that's what the overconsuming thing, that's rooted in it, diba? Parang we just want things right away and we want new things all the time. The last point that I wanted to talk about is contentment and to focus on the things that you already have, because we are already so blessed and we do already have things that are working well in our life. So why do we need a surplus amount of it, right? I can actually link a preaching about contentment down below because it really helped me and it was a good reminder for me. One of the points is to always have a grateful heart. Just think about the thing that you have or the things that you have and how they all fulfill a specific purpose that you need them to function as. Isn't that something to already be grateful about, that they work and they're serving you, basically? Another is to never compare yourself to other people's situations or what other people have. I know that's really hard. I struggle with it every single day as well, but refuse. Whenever you get that thought na, I'm feeling inggit, refuse that feeling and be no. It's a passing thought. You are not your thoughts, basically. Just let it pass, even though it's really hard. I get it. Let it pass. And just don't focus on it and don't focus on whatever thing that they have. This isn't part of the preaching now, but it's your life. Be responsible. be very picky about the people you choose to listen advice from. Like, I'm giving unsolicited advice, so you have the power to choose to listen or to refuse. Yeah, that's today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and you found it useful. I know it was just me talking, rambling, but still, I hope you enjoyed it and I really had fun just catching up, talking. Yeah, if you want, because actually this thought that I had, it was an IG story first, so if you want like more little random thoughts, follow me on Instagram. I like connecting with you guys on Instagram. Hi, I'm on my phone because my card got full and I'm too lazy to like fix it right now because I'm saying goodbye anyway. But yes, thanks for watching my video. This video was from my heart to yours, and I would just like to thank everyone for supporting me throughout the years and being very patient with me and just being a good friend, okay? This is my little yellow duckling, very cute. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video or whenever that is. If you have any topics you want me to talk about, let me know. And yes, I'll see you guys soon. Bye!